Hey there, welcome to the Mid-Tempo Jam. I was just being silly there while I was making sure everything was up and running, which it looks like it is. We sure had fun on the slow jam tonight, and the way the timing works out for me is I typically just have a minute to jump up and do the things I gotta do to get ready, so I'm tuning up because I did not have time to do that after the slow jam. How is everybody doing out there? I hope everyone is doing okay. That we got folks playing along, that we got folks maybe just listening in for fun. That's always a fun thing. I have lots of friends who just listen because they enjoy hearing what I'm doing. But the idea, of course, is for you to be playing along on your instrument. So I hope many of you are out there. Okay, we are live on YouTube. Double check the Facebook channel, make sure we're live there. And we're going to jump right into some Bill Monroe style bluegrass and play a song called On and On. Okay, looks like we are up and running here. Okay, very cool. And of course it is Black History Month, and all I am trying to do is just maintain the awareness of the influence and the impact of African American people and their music on bluegrass, and also just perpetuate the understanding that it has not been an even playing field for African Americans in this country. It still isn't, but with greater awareness and hopefully some time, and maybe, you know, maybe some folks in government and some folks in city planning and school districts changing their mindset a little bit. Hopefully we can be in a world of true equality. And with this Bill Monroe song, I just need to mention Arnold Schultz, who was one of Bill's greatest influences. He was an African-American man who lived in Rosine, Kentucky, played guitar, sang. We don't have any recordings of Arnold Schultz, so it's pure speculation as to what he sounded like. But Bill Monroe credits him with teaching him a lot about music, including kind of the blues and ragtime influence, which permeated the bluegrass sound and still permeates that bluegrass sound. And of course, Monroe is known as the Blue and Lonesome guy, the Blue and Lonesome singer. And just want to acknowledge the African American influence and heritage in the bluegrass style. And we will play this song On and On, which goes like this. In the key of G. A 1 and 1 and 4 and a 1 and a 1, 1 and a 5. 1 and 1 and 4 and a 1 and a 1 and 5 and a 1. Now I'll find a tempo here, and I will demonstrate how I might kick off this song. Let's see, good old bouncy tempo. We're gonna go a little slower than that. Okay, so I might kick it off about this way. A 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So being true to the melody is the goal. But whatever you got, now is your chance to kick off on and on in the key of G. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm so lonesome I could cry. Memories of how we once loved each other, and now you are saying goodbye. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. I got it. I cried for you, little darling. It breaks my heart to hear your name. My friend, they also loved you, my darling, and they think that I am to blame. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. Play. I have to follow you, little darling. I can't sleep when the sun goes down. By your side is my destination. The road is clear, and that's where I'm bound. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. I know I might have thrown you off there by actually doing the retard at the end. So I just wanted to give that a try. I reached down and hit the click track really quick. So let's do it again. Let's sing the last chorus without the click, and we'll do the slow retard at the end, where you just follow me on the phrasing, and then at the end, ever thinks of me. Resolve it with a strum. You don't want to leave the vocalist hanging. So here we go. Last chorus. 1, 2, ready, go. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder where she can be. On and on I'll follow my darling, and I wonder if she ever thinks of me. All right, fun. So I know we kind of go back and forth about keeping things really straight because we're playing to a click and not discussing arrangements. We're just playing the tune in a pretty straight up way. But that was an arrangement thing that I wanted to keep true to that song tonight. Okay. Oh, okay. Here's, I think Joey requested this. I Could Always Change My Mind from Earl Taylor. However, to be honest, I've been referencing the Johnson Mountain Boys version just because it's on Spotify. And when I'm out and about and listening to stuff on my AirPods and I'm hiking and stuff or in the car, that's my go-to. So, and I did reference the Earl Taylor version, and it's pretty much the same. There might be a few phrasing things and maybe even a lyrical change in there, a word or two. But anyway, so this is a request from Joey, I believe, and it is a really cool song and fun. And many of you might be familiar with the Johnson Mountain Boys version. If you're familiar with the Earl Taylor version, you're cool. I just got to say. Earl Taylor is obscure in the bluegrass world, but he was from the era, Earl Taylor, Jim McCall, the Lilly Brothers. They were from like this era of the 50s when Buzz Busby was kind of part of this group. We call this tavern bluegrass. Eddie Stubbs is who taught me that. Tavern bluegrass. These people performed in the taverns. This was before there was festivals. And there's a certain very special sort of subgenre to this tavern bluegrass style. And Earl Taylor was one of the guys. So this song goes in the key of G. 1 and 1, 4 and a 1. 1, 1, 1, 1 and a 5. 1 and 1, 4 and 1, and a 1 and 1. Okay, so here's the thing about it. Let me sing the chorus for you, because you might be familiar with it when you hear the chorus. The chorus goes to the 4 chord. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. Okay, so there's the chorus. The chorus is the same every time. It goes 4 and 4, 1 and a 6, and a 1 and 5 and a 1. And that's how you're going to kick off the song on the chorus. That's how the kickoff goes. The other breaks are going to be the verse, which goes 1 and 1, 4 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and a 5, 1 and 1 and a 4 and a 1 and a 4 and 1, 5 and a 1. Chorus. 4 and 4, 1 and a 6, and a 1 and 5 and a 1. And that's the song. I realize it's a little similar to On and On in the verse, but once we start singing it, we'll hear how different it is. And it's a duet throughout, if you know the words and you want to sing along. And let me find a click tempo, and I will demonstrate the kickoff. Now, the verse that I performed for you there and described to you is the second verse. The first verse has a little bit of a shorter ending on it, but you will just follow me if you'll hear it when you follow me on the first verse being slightly different. Sorry, I need to check something real quick. I may have missed some. This song is very fresh to me, so bear with me. Why doesn't it just remember what I was just listening to? Okay. Okay, I don't have to listen to it, I remember now. It's got a 2 chord in it. Okay, so the verses are da 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 da, 4 and 1, 4 and 1, 2 and 5, da 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 da, 4 and a 1, 4 and 1, 5 and a 1. Okay, so there you go. Let's play the song and you're going to kick us off on that chorus, which is going to sound, back this down a little bit. It'll sound like this. I'll demonstrate how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. So again, it's never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. So that's how you're going to kick it off. Okay, here we go. Kick us off on this cool old Earl Taylor song called I Could Always Change My Mind, in the key of G. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Haha. That's my do-over. You're coming in on the 4 chord. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I never cared for weddings or serving champagne. Never thought of silken laces, flowers, and rain. I've been a rambler most of my life, and I thought that it was fine, but for you, I could always change my mind. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you, I could always change my mind. Everything's so nice and kind. Find myself thinking of you all the time. Weary days and lonely nights, you're always in my dreams. My rambling days are over, you ruined me it seems. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. Play. So since I got the song straight in my head now, we're going to do that second verse again, and the chorus again, and then you're going to get another break after that, okay? Here we go. You treated me so friendly, everything's so nice and kind. I find myself thinking of you all the time. Weary days and lonely nights, you're always in my dreams. My rambling days are over, you ruined me it seems. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. Play. Last chorus. I've never been married, I've never been in love, but for you I could always change my mind. Okay, thanks for bearing with me there while I reminded myself of how the song went. So now we got that one straight, and as I said during the slow jam, I kind of got ahead of myself with all these cool songs of love, love lost, love found, love unrequited, true love, etc. This is a great song, good old love song, that I could have saved a lot of these for next week, for Valentine's week, so some of these might be repeated. But in any case, send in your request for next Monday, which will be the night before Valentine's. And you don't have to have a Valentine. You don't have to be in love. These could be songs of, like I said, lost love, bereaved love, unrequited love. Any songs that you want to play that have anything to do with any aspect of love. Send in your requests for next week, and we'll do a Valentine's special on Monday night. Okay, cool. And I would like to keep working on that song also and do a little better on it. Dixie Hoedown in the key of G. So we'll play this one, and then I'll check in with everybody. Make sure you chime in if you're playing along live, and let us know what you're up to, where you are, and what you're playing. Okay. This is in the key of G, Dixie Hoedown, and it goes. Then a 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 4, 1 and a 1 and a 5 and a 5, 1 and a 1 and a 4 and 4, 1 and a 5 and a 1, 2 and 1 1 3 minor, 2 minor, 1 5 5 5 5 5 5 1. We have 1 and a 3 minor, 2 minor, 1 5 5 5 5 and a 1. The 3 minor is a B minor, 2 minor, A minor. Okay, so I'm going to kick us off. And we'll play this 3 times through. Me, you, and then you tag it. Okay? Here we go. Dixie Hoedown in the key of G. I'm going to kick it off. Cool. Fun. That's one of those tunes I just never get over it. It's simple, but it's got just enough little twists to keep it interesting and really fun to jam on. And one that you can actually deviate from the melody and still keep it relevant. How is everybody doing out there? Okay. Here in Facebook land, we got ever stalwart David Holtkamp. Hello, David. Thank you for being here. And yes, thank you. The wilderness first responder training was something else. And boy, I learned a lot. And I will continue to learn those ways. Okay, we got a little more activity over here on YouTube channel. Hello, Sandy in Bakersfield, playing along. Peter Ritchie in Victoria, BC, right on. Brian Rivers in Cincinnati. Thanks for being here, Brian. Hello, Jeffrey Boyle. Hello, SCFB. And Blake Addison. Hello. Thanks for being here, Blake. Hello, Anita. Anita up in Michigan, my flat picking friend. Hi, Blake Addison. You are in Lithia Springs, Georgia. Cool. Playing on the old Martin. And Scott Zach is from Florida, playing the mandolin. Very cool. Hello, Ty Van Valkenburg, playing the guitar, I'm assuming. David S. here in North Carolina, jamming along. And Tyler Van Valkenburg is in Amarillo, Texas. Very cool. And Lee Lockwood in Duluth, Minnesota, playing on the old HD28. Okay, very neat. So let us move along and get to Till the End of the World Rolls Round. Speaking of, I must have just had Valentine's week on my mind. Some of these are going to be repeated next week, but we don't have to repeat all of them. We can find some cool sad lost love kind of songs and things like that, which many of the bluegrass songs are. So, Till the End of the World Rolls Round. You know the chorus probably. That's probably the freshest thing in your mind related to this song. And the chorus goes in the key of C. 1 and a 1, 4 and a 4, 5 and a 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 1. Now I like to actually pick over the verses. I know it varies depending on who you're playing with. And Lester and Earl would do a couple cool arrangements with that long 5 chord on the chorus. But let's just keep it straight and jam over the verses and kick it off over the verse in the key of C, which goes 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 5 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 5 and a 1. Okay, so the way I might kick us off would be something like, I'll find the tempo and then I'll demonstrate. Yeah, right about the exact same tempo as we were. So my kickoff might go something like 1, 2, 3. Okay, so go ahead and kick us off here on the verse. And right after you kick us off on that verse, we're going to sing a chorus. Okay? Here we go. Till the End of the World Rolls Round in C. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. end of the world rolls round, I'll keep on loving you. As long as the sun goes up and comes down, till the big blue sky comes down to the ground. Long as the world goes round and around, I'll keep on loving you. I'll play it. Tried to sail the sea of life, I rowed my boat alone. Your love meant nothing to me, dear, my heart was made of stone. To a harbor filled with loneliness, my little boat was moored. And on the day I first met you, I fell right overboard. Till the end of the world rolls round, I'll keep on loving you. As long as the sun goes up and comes down, till the big blue sky comes down to the ground. Long as the world goes around and around, I'll keep on loving you. Play. Whenever you're around me, dear, my heart just won't keep still. And when it comes to kissing you, I'll never get my fill. They said that I would settle down, that I would always roam, and I could never be the type for love and wife and home. Till the end of the world rolls round, I'll keep on loving you. As long as the sun goes up and comes down, till the big blue sky comes down to the ground. Long as the world goes around and around, I'll keep on loving you, me then you. So now I know the way I felt was only selfish pride. Thought my heart was fireproof, but you burned your way inside. So tell me what I've got to do, and tell me how it stands. The cards are on the table, dear, my life is in your hands. Till the end of the world rolls round, I'll keep on loving you. As long as the sun goes up and comes down, till the big blue sky comes down to the ground. Long as the world goes around and around, I'll keep on loving you. Yes. Fun. That's one of the few bluegrass songs you could play at a wedding. Okay, Baby Blue Eyes. This was a request. Who requested this? Identify yourself if you requested this one. Because these things I tend to not remember in the throes of this 30 songs on the set list, right? But this is a good old song, which it's been a while, and it's been so long that I've got a little cheat sheet. Baby Blue Eyes in the key of E. A good song from Lester and Earl, of course. And I'm going to stay in open E, which is a fun thing. But guitar players, wherever you want to play, whatever position you want to play this out of, go ahead and capo yourselves if you'd like. Of course, non-guitar players, do your thing. And here we are in the key of E. Da da da, 1 and a 1. Da da da, 2 to 5 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1, 5 and a 1 and Deb Pavick. I think you're the one who requested this. My friend Deb in Durango. And it's a good song. Thank you for requesting this. It is a bouncy, rollicky, slower tempo. Right about there. So here's how I might kick it off in E. A 1, 2, 3. Let me try it again. Here we go. Here's how I might kick it off. 1, 2, 3. However you get that melody in there is the way. So here we go. Give us a good kickoff here on Baby Blue Eyes over that verse form, and we'll get right into it. Here we go. In E. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I wonder if I'll ever forget you, and if our love that's true ever dies. I can't forget the kisses you gave me, all memories of your two baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. Why each night there's tears on my pillow, I'm dreaming of your two baby blue eyes. When day is done and shadows are falling, my love will sleep till morning sunrise. I lie awake just tossing and turning, I'm longing for dreams of baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears on my pillow, I'm dreaming of your two baby blue eyes. Play. Day after day, I try to keep smiling, and a broken heart I try to disguise. Now night after night, my lonely heart's calling, calling for you, my baby blue eyes. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. Why each night there's tears on my pillow, I'm dreaming of your sweet baby blue eyes. I'll play the verse and you play the chorus. Take it to the floor. Let's do that whole thing again. Here I go. Let's all play the melody one time. Last chorus. I'll always keep a memory of you, visions of eyes as blue as the sky. That's why each night there's tears on my pillow. I'm dreaming of your sweet baby blue eyes. Thank you for bearing with me there. I kind of worked up a little kickoff before the jams tonight, and it was just not coming back to me. So I wanted a couple of rounds to try to get that right, which I never quite did. But I sure hope you did. And that was fun. I love that song. Fun song to sing. And a fun one to kind of groove along with. Okay, Squirrel Hunters. Hey, this was a request. Please identify yourself if you requested this one. I totally forgot. Again, lots to keep up on here in the jam session. So, but anyway, this was a good call, and I love this tune. Good old instrumental. I'm pretty sure. Actually, I don't know the source of this one. It might be Ed Haley, but you know, many of us got it from John Hartford, from the Wild Hog and the Red Brush album, where he kicks it off by saying, "This is the Squirrel Hunters," and then he starts it. So I'm going to play this out of open A, and here's how it goes. It's kind of a spooky modal number, right? But I'm just gonna shout the. I'll just give you the numbers. In the key of A, it's 1 and 1, 1 and a 1, flat 7, flat 7, 1 and 1, 1 and a 1, flat 7 and 4. Again, 1 and 1, 1 and a 1, flat 7, 1, 1, 1 and a 1, flat 7 and 4. 1 and 1, 1 and 1, flat 7, flat 7, 1, 1, 1 and a 1, flat 7 and 4. 1 and 1 and 1, flat 7, flat 7, flat 1, 1 and 1, flat 7 and 4. And that's how it'll end. It'll just end on that 4 chord when we get to that time through, which will be the 3rd time through. Okay, so I'll kick it off and I'll play it, and then you play it, then I'll play it again, you play it again, then I'll play it again, you play it again. 3 times each, and we just land on that last 4 chord and just let that hang. Okay, let me find a tempo. We'll keep this one nice and easy and keep it nice and bouncy. Maybe a little quicker than that. Okay, here we go. I'll kick it off. This is the Squirrel Hunters. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Squirrel Hunters. Fun. Cool. That's a tough one to deviate from the melody. You turn into a jam band once you start riffing on it. But that's not to say that you can't give it a go. I gave it a go on that third break, and it was fun. But these old-timey tunes, you kind of stick to the melody generally. Okay, who identified themselves? Squirrel Hunters, Barry Driscoll. Okay, thank you, Barry, for sending that song, that tune. And a few more shout-outs. Hello, Marilyn Schnibble on guitar and fiddle in Colorado, or in Arizona. Okay, cool. Either in Colorado or Arizona, not exactly sure. Dana Duval, been working on that one, very cool. A bunch of the same folks there. Hello, Matt Malwitz in Facebook land, jamming along on the old 38K. I'll bet that bass sounds really good. Okay, moving on. Maybe you will change your mind. This has always been one of my favorite songs, and I've just never really dared to play it. I don't know why. I think you need a duet partner who knows all the words. That's pretty much the reason why. But this comes from Reno and Smiley. Many of us might have heard it for the first time, myself included, from the Seldom Seen Old Train album. And recently, I discovered this release from David Grisman, the Gasoline Brothers. It's some classic David Grisman, Tony Rice stuff. Most of it with a full band, and they do a live version of this song with Tony singing like really, really well, and singing quite high, higher than we usually hear Tony. And that inspired me to give this song a try. So I got the words here. This is just a classic song, a classic lyric, and you know, a real accusatory love song. This wasn't on purpose to have all these like love-related Valentine songs in here. So we might revisit some of them next week. But like I said, send in your requests for next week. Songs of lost love, true love, unrequited love, etc. So this song is in the key of A, and I have to make a call here on a couple of the changes. The original Reno and Smiley version goes 1 and 1 and 4 and 4 and 5 and 5 and 1, but just about every other version goes 1 flat 7 4 and 4 5 5 and 1. So an interesting thing about this, and you'll have like lots of purists kind of wagging your finger at you if you put the flat 7 in there. There's a lot of old time songs that are like this. I don't have an opinion on it, and I haven't figured out which way I like best yet. On the Reno and Smiley version, when you hear the lyric da 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 da, and in harmony, that really implies the sound of that flat 7 anyway, even though they're not actually playing the flat 7 chord. They're just doing like a 1 to a 1/7, like it's, an A7 chord. So I think for the purposes of getting the tonality straight on this one, let's play it with the flat 7 chord. So we'll go 1 flat 7 4 4 5 and 5. You were wrong and I was right about the tie that binds. That's classic. That is not how we communicate in nonviolent communication. Don't try that one in your relationship, all right? Okay. So the way I might kick this off is 1, 2, 3. Something like that. I just had one of my worst fears on stage coming true. I inhaled a little bit of that tea. So stand by. I might have to sneeze. Hopefully not. So every singer's, well, one of a singer's worst fears is something going down the wrong pipe while they're trying to sing. Okay, I think I'm all right. So here we go. You're going to kick us off and sing along on these verses. Are any of you like so astute that you like actually get the lyrics to these songs ahead of time when I post them? On a lot of these, especially the duets, it would be handy. And I try to go by the source recording as much as possible. Every recording that I've listened to of this has exactly the same words, so in the same order. So no worries if you got it from the Reno and Smiley version or any others. But anyway, I hope you're singing along. That's the point. Because these verses are all duet straight through. Okay. So kick us off here on Maybe You Will Change Your Mind in the key of A. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Fun. Excuse me. A bit of a vocal challenge for me, but a good one, and I would like to bring that song back sometime. I don't know about you, but that that Seldom Seen album, Old Train, really had an impact on me. It's still one of my favorite albums. And especially if I'm driving through some pretty place in the mountains or something, that album is just really sets a nice tone for natural beauty. Okay, key of B. B flat. Key of B flat. Please come back, little pal. Which many folks do in B. I'm a little careful not to push this one, so I like B flat for my voice. And it goes 1 and 1 and 5, 5 and 5 and 1, 1 and 1 and 4, and a 1 and a 5 and a 1. I got the other one in my head. Here we go. Here's Please Come Back, Little Pal. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. When my blue moon turns to gold again, it's stuck in my head. Here's Please Come Back, Little Pal. Let me sing a chorus just so you get it in your head. Please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart is withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. Bet you've got a really good kickoff ready to go for this one, and you're gonna let her rip. Here in the key of B flat. Okay. Kick us off on Please Come Back, Little Pal in B flat. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We walked, we talked in the moonlight. We walked, we talked o'er the town. When you whispered sweetly that you loved me, and that you would always be my own. Ah, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. I got it. I'm lonesome tonight, little pal. I'm sad, I'm lone, and I'm blue. There's an empty aching in my heart, and no one can fill it but you. Oh, please come back, little pal. Please come and stay. For my heart has withered like the petals Play. Little pal, please come and stay, for my heart has withered like the petals of a rose I saw dying today. Alright. Cool. Okay, one more song here on the mid-tempo jam. And we're going to be in the key of B for Unwanted Love. This has become one of my favorites since we brought it into the jams recently. One more, since I had this out on the slow jam, I'll give one more pitch for the vinyl. Ooh, look at that. Trying to have a good time on vinyl. Go ahead and order that at tylergrant.com. It's quite nice. You see my Chevy truck and truck cabin on there, since I love my truck and my truck cabin so much, my home on wheels. And also I got these aren't available online, but these are cool new stickers, so find me somewhere. And if you are really, I've done this in the studio before, if you take a dollar bill or a sticker, you can do a sock rhythm, which is a fun thing. Okay, enough of that. Let's play this song, Unwanted Love. It goes. 1 and a 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 1, 1 and a 1 and a 4, 5 and 5 and a 1, 1 in an unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted and loved. Unwilling to gamble again. It was hard for me to figure out the words. I looked them up and I cross-referenced them to all the recordings, and I think I got it straight now. And I waver between the Reno and Smiley version, which is the original, of course, and the Johnson Mountain Boys version, and they're not that different. It's just a little bit of phrasing on the chorus and stuff like that. But anyway, I kind of have landed somewhere in the middle of the two. So just follow me. And the tempo might be a little quicker. We're inching our way up toward the fast jam, and I hope you all come back for that, which will start at 1/4 the hour. This is not a fast song, it's a mid-tempo song. It's right about here. So let's see, if I'm kicking it off, I might go 1, 2, 3. Here we go, kick us off on Wanted and Unwanted Love in the key of B. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Someone that's loved and lost, someone that's known the thrill and paid the cost, says we'll never take a chance on another broken heart like butterflies, false romance. Wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted and loved, and unwilling to gamble again. I got it. I don't want to love again, I'm sure. Someone whose heart is not sincere. I don't want someone who's never known how it feels to love and be alone. Wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted and loved, and unwilling to gamble again. Play. I know there are others like me, alone, footloose and fancy free, yet chained to a love they'll never claim, and afraid to ever love again. Wanted and unwanted love, to share all the misery and pain of a heart that's unwanted and loved, and unwilling to gamble again. All right. Good times. Thanks everyone for being with me here on the Mid-Tempo Jam. In about 15 minutes, we'll have a new video up on these same locations for the Fast Jam. So come on back. As always, I appreciate the donations. And a reminder, if you send PayPal, you might as well send it friends and family to avoid the fees. But either way, I just appreciate y'all being here and keeping up on the music and keeping up on things I'm doing. Check out tylergrant.com for dates and events, and pick up a copy of that. Trying to have a good time on vinyl. And you can always go to the Spotify and follow me there. That's always a helpful thing. Or Apple Music, or wherever you get your live streaming. Okay, thanks everybody. I'll see you in about 15 minutes.